Welcome to Empowered Gardening. Today I'm joined by Toshi Walker, and we're going to create gardening containers.
You can use anything that's in your kitchen, sporting goods, to even leftovers for your containers.
So one of the things that you need at the bottom of the containers is make sure that when you water, the water can actually go out of the pot. You don't want the roots soaked in water. So it's very easy to use any kind of container that you have. We use recycle. So I'm going to show, this is a cup that I actually got, and it says recycle me, and I certainly am. So I take the scissor, put it in the bottom, and I can actually create holes. And I usually put, 3 or 4, sometimes I put it in the middle. And then when the soil goes through, it actually won't rot the bottom of the roots systems. So Toshi has power tools, and she is going to work on some larger containers.
Yes, you can use a power drill and you can choose any size bit. I like to choose my bits according to the size and thickness of the containers. So for example, the size bit I have on this drill is going to work for these particular containers that I already have here. So you can set it for any speed that you like. I already have one here right now that's already drilled. And now let me show you. I do one in each quadrant. Now you can do more if you like, as I've done here with this used vitamin container, so the plant will have proper drainage. Because you can see this is quite tall, we'll have a lot of soil in it, and it'll need to be drained very well. And this is a used yogurt container, a much larger container. And so I think about 15 holes equally spaced would suffice for this. So something like this. You get the idea. And you can do this at any time.
So this is a container that I've already used for over a season, and I move plants from one thing to another. This is dirty. I would actually clean this before I repotted another plant into it, but I wanted to show you that some plastic is actually quite sturdy, even in the heavy sun that we get in Southern California. Unfortunately, some of the pots that I make out of, paper and things like that, even if it has a little wax in it, they only last for one season. But this is actually very easy to use and to find. So, for example, this I grew from seed. It's a basil plant. And when I bring this up, I'm going to actually pot it into this larger container. And obviously you can get pots, and people are always trying to get rid of their clay pots and things like that on free cycle. But I am really happy to be able to reuse even a little plastic container like this. Now, this is cilantro. Okay, these are the seeds from the cilantro, and I actually grew that up. That's a very nice herb. A lot of times it's used in Spanish cooking or Southeast Asia. And this plant could easily go, and it does have the actual holes in the bottom, into another container like this. Or If you're able to have access to grounds, then you can put things in grounds. Don't forget to use your tennis cans or your tofu cans, you know. Really, I think that it's very important to realize that plants can be grown in anything.